painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Very strong labor market.
The very strong labor market.
The employment rate is still one of the lowest we've had in history.
That would point to the labor market.
Given how strong the job market was.
The labor market is now extremely strong.
Labor market extremely strong. No, it isn't. It's not strong at all. And we'll report on that in a moment. But first, remember, NVIDIA. That's right. Come Monday morning, you're going to be able to pay $125 or between $95 and $125 a share for NVIDIA. That's right. No more 1,000 plus. Now, remember how this works. So nothing changes in the value. All you're doing is you're taking a $10 bill and exchanging it for 10 ones. Now, the company does become more liquid, and that's good. And the company wants to attract more mom-and-pop traders. But everyone thinks on Monday they were going to have this huge rally. Now, I don't believe we're going to have, we'll have a rally, but it's not going to be this huge rally everybody's expecting. That's going to occur when they announce that NVIDIA is going to join the Dow 30 stocks, most likely replacing Intel is my guess. So nothing changes. I don't believe you're going to, we'll have a rally Monday, but not this big gigantic rally they're talking about. That will come with the announcement of Dow 30. So if anything, you want to make sure that if you're in Dow, if you're in NVIDIA, that you capture that rally, which, by the way, my subscribers, aided by their Pro 2 color-coded chart where they get their signal, they will sell into it once they get a sell signal. Okay, and I told them that's what we got to do. Let it rally. We'll sell right into it, and we'll get a signal. We'll get a sell signal from our pro too. Okay, so the jobs numbers. Everything's wonderful. Hot jobs. Don't believe the job numbers for a moment. Do you remember in 2023, Jared Bernstein with BLS, the Department of BLS, they had to admit that they fabricated over almost 450, almost 500,000 jobs. They got caught. The job numbers is just it's just a hard number to get your arms around. It's like getting arms around jelly. So today, they come out and they say, well, we got this big job numbers, 190, but it came out 272,000. Wait a minute. Makes no sense. How can you have 272,000? You went from, the estimate was 190, and now we get 272 instead? What are you, nuts? When in May, the unemployment number has increased from 3.9 to 4.0. So what they're telling us, the unemployment's increasing. And oh, by the way, we also got, remember, a report that job openings, we got that report, shrank to its lowest level since Biden's inauguration. And for the past 12 months, we didn't get one net new full-time job was created in the Empire State. Now remember, the Federal Reserve follows the Empire State, New York State, Dallas, and Chicago, the manufacturing, to judge how productivity is, how we're doing in the manufacturing sector. And this week, they were a disaster, all three. Empire, Dallas, Chicago, all a disaster. Layoffs. No, hardly any production. So wait a minute. So how could we go from a number that is 190 to 272? Now, even think about this, which makes it worse. April, they expected 274, but they came in at 175. So wait a minute, this is just the opposite. They flipped it. So think about it. April, they said, oh, we got 274,000 jobs, but it came in at 175. So they said this month, well, let's flip it. Let's make it up. We'll go the other way. So they said, we'll tell them we're expecting 190 and we'll come in with 272. Exactly what they did. When, as I said, the same week, this week, you got the job openings number, which shrank to the lowest level since Biden has taken an office. And for the last 12 months, we didn't get one net new full-time job. And all three sectors, as I just told you a second ago, I'm repeating myself because it's driving me nuts. I mean, people are falling for this. And as I said, don't forget, they rigged the numbers in 2023. Strong job number, strong jobs, labor market's not strong. Also, let's take their fake number. Out of the 272,000 fake jobs, the government had about 120,000 of the 272. But it's actually more than that because a lot of the healthcare services that are private, those are all funded by government. So in reality, about 200 of the 272 were government jobs. What are you, nuts? That's insane. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. So to say that the labor market is strong is a bunch of nonsense. So this whole number, now the problem with a number like this, it screws everything up. And remember, this always happens when we get towards an election cycle. Every year, every time we go into an election cycle, this always happens. I don't care who it is, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, it always happens. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, that's all, okay? So no way did we come up with 272,000 jobs. As I said, when job openings were terrible. I mean, in the Empire State, Dallas, Chicago, all terrible. Come on, this is nuts. This is nuts. So the labor market, think about it, wages under Biden have been 4 times weaker than under Trump. And when adjusted for inflation, wages are having the biggest drop in 40 years. Real full-time, good paying jobs has fallen by half. 8 million Americans are holding a record number of multiple jobs. 31% of the family's income, things are so bad, are going to putting food on the table. Now, as I said, the difficulty with rigging these numbers, it affects the yields. So the bond market, because of the hot job number, dropped. That means interest rates went up. So that's spooking everybody. So they're going to just keep promising they're going to cut rates in September. See, they don't think. When they rig these numbers, okay, that affects the bond market. And the bond market affects the stock market. And when you give bad information out, real bad, or a bunch of crap, it affects the market. So gold now, remember gold went up yesterday nicely after dropping. The gold miners went up beautiful because the dollar dropped yesterday. Because the bond market went up. And the dollar and the yields dropped. So we had a nice run in gold miners. Today, it flips around and the gold miners go back down. This is the problem when they rig the numbers. So I told my members, my subscribers, just stay cool with our gold. Gold is going to go back up. Gold is going to make a new high, the miners. Because the economy is so bad, people are not going to go into defensive stocks like Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble. They're not even going into the bond market. They're going to go into the gold market, especially miners when all hell breaks loose. When I get back, we'll talk about where's the stock market going.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone. Learn off of them, one-on-one. Now, that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars. But I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's Gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com.
Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing is to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And as for the stagflation, I think we really need to wait that one out, as we're coming from a point right now where the economy is extremely strong.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Stagflation? No stagflation? Who are these people? Just like today, when they came in, false job numbers, and after all, the proof, 2023, the White House, along with BLS, and the White House, the dope Jared Bernstein, he's the head of the all the economic decisions that go on in this country, and he has no degree. He plays the drum. He went to a Manhattan School of Drums or whatever it was, some music school. That's all he's got. He makes decisions, this idiot. So, stagflation, we have stagflation. But they're denying it. They're masking it. Just like they've been masking how bad our jobs are. Think about, what do you need for stagflation? One, you got to have slow economic growth. Are you kidding? We've gone from 5% down to what, 1.3%? That's not slow. We have rising inflation. Inflation's still going up. We're not even near that 2%. And we're not going to get near that 2%. You need weak consumption. Weak? It's going to get even weaker. People are tapped out. Their savings have gone from something like 35 trillion down to negative 75 billion. Negative, not 75, below 70, negative. And layoffs. We're seeing layoffs everywhere, especially the big tech companies, everywhere. McDonald's, all of them. So yes, we have stagflation, but they're not going to admit that to you. They're not going to admit anything to you. And that is why, take the stock market. Remember, the stock market is not the economy. The economy is not the stock market. The stock market is totally independent. where a bunch of people get together and speculate. That's all it is. It's a place to speculate. And if you know how to speculate, you have the right tools, you'll make a lot of money. I've been saying now, we're going to have one of the biggest crashes ever. And every time I say that, God, you think I was a Salem witch, the way they come after me. It's like, I go on Instagram, I put up, talk about the market's going to crash. My God. You think I was insulting them personally. Or you think I'm calling them stupid. They take it as if I'm calling them. Somebody, you got all these people in there buying the market. They think the market's never going to come down again. As a matter of fact, the market is never coming down again. The 5 most dangerous words ever, or the real dangerous words ever, is different this time. 4 words. The 4 most dangerous words in the world. It's different this time. It's not different this time. It's not. So, the stock market, we're up about 15%, 15 to 20% in the S&P. My subscribers are up 15 to 20% in the S&P. Even though I keep saying we're going to get a crash. Now remember, everybody, every trader, they got their own opinion. It doesn't mean when you think the market, when you're watching the market, and you get this sense, hey, this thing can't keep going on like this. It's going to crash. You still buy stocks. You don't sit on your hands and do nothing. I mean, God, most people think that when we say, or I say, hey, we're going to have a stock market crash, like I'm just sitting on my hands. No, that's not what's happening. Our subscribers, my subscribers, they use what we call the Pro 2. It's a wonderful tool. It's time tested. I designed it almost 20 years ago. It's time tested. The technology is the best technology, and it always gives you the best buy and sell signals. It's never wrong. Matter of fact, a lot of people try to do a knockoff. They're all out of business now, because it aids you, okay, to tell you when to buy and when to sell. But you still need our assistance. We still help every one of our subscribers. Yes, it tells them when to buy and when to sell, but we're there to aid them as well. Just to give, there's no tool that can give you, okay, buy now, it's going to be 100% correct. Sell now, it's going to be 100%. No, it doesn't work like that. But the buy and sell is so accurate. It's a gauge. It's a good gauge. So at least your mindset is, okay, I'm buying stocks right now. It's doing well. Look, for example, we're up in NVIDIA, 38%. So, the S&P, 15, 20%. Our gold miners, about 17%. And we've been shorting oil stocks. We got about 16% return. So as I say, we just don't sit around. Now, the market, I told my subscribers that when the market rolled over, remember, we had this long run from October 2023. And then then it started to roll over in around March of 2024. And we caught that entire rally because our tool gave us a signal that money was going in. And we did very well with that signal. And then the market started to roll over from April of 2024 to about April, I think it was around April 1 to about April 19, dropped about, I think, 10%. And everybody thought the market was going to continue to go down. I said, no, because we're getting buy signals. And the market has rallied. But think about this. The market's been rallying on 5% interest rates. How the hell could that be? How could the market be rallying on 5.3% interest rates? Haven't we been told since 2009 by Obama, Biden, Bernanke, we need zero rates to grow the economy? we have to have zero rates. And we've had zero rates for, 13 to 15 years? But now it's rallying? So why did we take all that pain of inflation? We'll explain when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
What does it take to be a successful investor in the stock market? Developing your skills and learning from an expert like Phil Grande and philsgang.com.
It doesn't have to be hard or complicated to learn how to invest in stocks properly. It's like anything else. You're going to golf, or you're going to learn how to play tennis, ski. You need to be with someone, learn off of them, one-on-one. Now that can be really expensive, cost thousands of dollars, but I have a program that you can join for 10 days free.
Go to philsgang.com and sign up for a free 10-day trial. Phil Grande has developed tools to teach you how to invest in stocks properly. Not only when to buy stocks, but how to sell stocks short.
85% of people in the market lose money. Get out of that group by just joining Phil's gang.
Now you can learn to invest like a pro with a pro, Phil Grande. Take advantage of this special offer for a free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Try it. 10 days free.
That's philsgang.com.
philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard. Things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand. Especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grande can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So let's talk about the market. So I told my subscribers when the market pulled back from April 1, 2024 to about April 19th, I think it was about a 10% pullback, and everybody thought it was going to go down. And I said, no, they're going to rally this thing one more time. And everybody thought it was going to go down because interest rates went from 0 to 5%. Well, actually, it went from 0 to 4% October 2022. And everybody said, well, God, we've been told forever, you got to have zero rates. Remember, Obama, Biden, administration, Bernanke, what did they tell us? They told us in 2009, 2010, we had to have zero interest rates in order to get our economy back, to grow our economy, to get economic growth. We needed that. That was the gasoline we needed. And we couldn't do it without quantitative easing. And that's how we got into quantitative easing. And it was the worst thing they did. Because remember what they did. They included a $300 billion economic stimulus plan. This was Obama. It wasn't going to work. And then when it didn't work, instead of admitting it didn't work in 2009, 2010, the $300 billion, they convinced themselves, oh, we had too little debt. Let's do $600 billion. By the way, the government has no money. This was debt. But these guys, remember, they don't care about debt. These are socialists. They really believe that debt is no problem. Debt has no relevance. That doesn't hurt the economy. This is what they believe. So now they did another 300. So now we're in 600 billion. That didn't work either. So the problem is these government socialist spending programs don't work. They're disguised as stimulus to help Main Street. Oh, we're going to help Main Street, and all this money's going to filter down to you, and corporations are going to get money from the bank at zero interest rates, and they're going to buy equipment, machinery, and business investment is going to be unbelievable, and the economy's going to, companies are going to grow, and you're going to get wage increase. No, that's not what happened. That was a lie. We were lied to by Obama and Biden and Bernanke. It's not what they did. So they printed this massive money, not to help Main Street. It disguised as stimulus. And at the end of the day, it created a 40-year high inflation. Because remember, remember, the only people that benefit from inflation are the real wealthy asset class. The American worker, the average Main Street guy, is choking. But boy, the asset class, the wealthy, they became even more wealthy. But remember, zero rates always will fail to stimulate economic growth. All it does is mask the truth that every dollar that Congress injects into the economy must first be taxed or borrowed out of the economy. But they won't tell you that. They weren't honest to tell us that. Remember, government spending, stimulus, that's all it is. It's just total spending. It's a spending stimulus. And all it does is redistribute. It just redistributes money. It takes it from Main Street and pumps it up to Wall Street. So they take our existing income from us, from Main Street, and they put it up to Wall Street. It does nothing to increase productivity or employment. They lied about that because the money never went into business investment, never went into machinery and equipment. It went into strictly stock buybacks. Now, I told my members when we had that pullback, and again, using our technology, our Pro 2, we saw sell signals, not buy signals. And then we had a 50% rally. Think about it. From October 2022 to where we are today. Why? Interest rates were at 5%, not zero. We were told they got to be at zero. So for 13 of the 15 years of this QE, 13, we've been believing we have to have zero interest rates to grow the economy, which was a bold-faced lie. The last 2 years, we've been at 5.3%. And what are they saying about the economy now? Think about that. For 2 years, interest rates have been at 5.3%. And people are suffering. The American people, Main Street people, are suffering because of all that inflation created. But what are they saying, though?
I've been telling you this is the roaring 20s since this started, and this is going to be that consumer because the same kind of things are driving it.
You still see a long way to go with this bull market.
The economy continues to be very strong.
The economy is growing.
We see the same thing other people see, which is a strong economy.
You think they put this deal together? Wait a minute. Then why did you tell us that we have to have zero interest rates? Remember, this was Obama. Because remember, the zero interest rates didn't work. It didn't work for us, for Main Street. It didn't stimulate economic growth. It didn't stimulate business investment. In fact, the banks were told when you give the money to the corporations at zero interest, tell them do not use that money for business investment. Use it only for stock buybacks. Though that money did nothing to increase productivity or employment for Main Street. Nothing. And even worse, all that federal spending did was weaken Main Street because it directed the resources towards the rich, Wall Street, up from Main Street up to Wall Street, the asset class. Now, that has stopped our economic growth. Our economic growth is at 1.3%. We were lied to by Obama, who they want to canonize as a saint. He's the worst president ever, worse than Jimmy Carter, even worse than the dope in there now. 5.3%. So for the past 2 years, we're paying 5.3% interest rate, and the market went up 50%. Hasn't anybody asked the question? Why isn't the press or somebody asking Congress, wait a minute, how could we be rallying 50% when we said the only way the market could rally is at 0%? But now we're up 50%, but yet our economy's not growing. So wait a minute, we got this massive, massive inflation. It's killing Main Street. Main Street's dying. And it's going to get worse for Main Street. And the stock market, people keep asking, how far can the market go up? I told my members, and again, our technology my subscribers use has been working perfectly. Because when we got into the market, not only did we get in when interest rates were at 5%, we've been riding this thing all the way up. Now, I know people say, well, Phil, you keep saying it's going to be a crash. Well, of course it's going to be a crash. That's what drives me nuts. I tell people this whole thing's fake. And there's going to be a crash. And they get mad at me. They hate me for it. They don't like it when I say there's going to be a crash. They take it personally. Like I'm insulting them. Like I'm saying they're stupid. I'm not. I'm just telling the truth. But as long as our technology is aiding us and telling us to keep buying stocks, the market's going to go higher because it's rigged to go higher. We're going to go long. And I've been right so far. I told my members the other day, I said, you watch, this market's going to base off around 520 on the S&P, 520, and they're going to move it to 540. Guess what? We're about 1% from 540. My chart was right. My chart, not Wall Street. It's unbelievable. More on the market when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. If you invest in the stock market, take a moment for this important advice.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You've got to stop listening to the fake business news networks because they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear.
Phil Grande guides you step by step on investing.
You're going to know exactly what the tone of the market is. Do I sell? Do I not sell? Do I buy?
All you need to know is philsgang.com.
Check it out, philsgang.com, philsgang.com.
Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grande can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. As the new year approaches, make a resolution to challenge yourself to become the best investor you can be. Phil Grande can take your trading to a whole new level. Innovative stock market investing tools and the experience of over 50 years combined to give you the edge in controlling your financial future. As a Phil's Gang member, you're taught the essential strategies of investing using stock charts, training videos, and seminars. It's information Wall Street doesn't want you to know. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grande. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. So the stock market even though we got yields going up right now, okay, remember what happened with the strong job numbers, which were fake. And this is the problem when they lie and they manipulate. So what happened, they manipulated the numbers today. So when you manipulate, and then the reaction in the bond market, where the bond market will fall, interest rates are going up, that hurts people. So they're masking what's really going on, and they give us these fake job numbers, and now because of that, the bond market drops, interest rates are going up, and interest rates kills productivity, kills job growth, kills wage growth, kills savings growth, kills asset growth, price growth. And remember, the economy's not doing well, but they don't want to hear that. And I don't care. You've got to be skeptical about a market where consumer confidence is the lowest since 1922. You've got to be skeptical about a market when savings rates have dropped from $2 trillion to minus $72 billion, minus in the whole $72 billion. You have to be skeptical when we're paying 20% more for the same food now, 20% more than when Trump was in office. You've got to be skeptical. But that skepticism has to be met with the fortitude to buy stocks. And that's why when I keep talking about my Pro 2 color-coded chart, that's, again, been around for, I designed it. It's nearly 20 years old. This is technology that is so advanced. It's a color-coded technology. It tells you when to buy, when to sell. And you take those buy signals and those sell signals with our support here at Phil's Gang, with our support, you're going to be in the right more often than wrong. You're going to be right much more often than wrong. You won't get that from anybody else. Try it. You get it for 10 days. For 10 days, check it out. Don't cost you a thing, but it works. So the market, everybody keeps saying, well, how high can the market go? They're going to push it as high as they want because they control the market. The Federal Reserve controls the market with the three biggest Wall Street banks. They can move the market as much as they want, as high as they want, for as long as they want. But when they start saying, well, it's different this time, then you know the crash is coming. When they start saying it's different this time. You got to understand, all this government expansion never works. All this fake stimulus never works. It didn't work in the 1930s, didn't work in the 1960s, didn't work in the 1970s, didn't work in 2008, 2009, didn't work in 2009 rather. It's not working now. So what you want to do is have confidence as the market is going up in the middle of a crap storm. You want to have the confidence, okay, I'm going to stay in the market. I'm making money. As I said, if you took a look at what we're up in our gold, our miners, our tech stocks, we're doing well, but at least we got the confidence to stay in when we know the market's going to crash, because we also know we're going to be out, not only out, but we'll be able to flip around and get set to make money when the market crashes by shorting, which the biggest problem is why you don't make money is because 90% of you only buy. And when you keep hearing how great the economy is, you heard I played all those cuts, how great the economy is. The economy's great, strong economy. How can we have a strong economy when the Federal Reserve itself lost $114 billion in 2023, they're going to lose more in 2024. So how in the hell can they say something like this?
The economy is growing.
No, it's not growing. It was at 5% under Trump. It's now 1.3%. Go back to school, you moron. Go back to school. Unbelievable.
You still see a long way to go with this bull market.
Now, see, there's where she's going to lose a lot of money. She has no tool to help guide her. To say, okay, we've gone as far as we can now. let's prepare, take our profits, reverse our position, go short. Look, when they keep telling how great the economy is, the Federal Reserve lost, as I said, $114 billion in 2023. Our government, the United States government, we're in the hole. We lost $1.2 trillion. If we were a business, the accounting firms would have to write a note that we're no longer a going concern. They'd have to write all our credit. We're not a going concern. We're broke. The government, every 24 hours, is borrowing $3.8 billion. People ask, well, why aren't you just printing money? Keep printing it. Why borrow it? Because if we keep printing it, inflation's getting worse. When we borrow it, we're not printing. So when you borrow it, you're paying interest, but at least you're not inflating. Deficits have increased 340% since Obama put in his stimulus plan. His stimulus plan grew our deficit by 340, and they want to make him a saint. They'd gone, 3 years ago, to the Pope, asked if they could canonize him as a saint. Really? When deficits are 340%, deficits are a killer. They've increased the money supply by 234%. Now, the money supply itself is not inflationary to 234%, but the printing of the money to increase the money supply is inflationary. So we've increased our money supply by 234% off of Obama's plan. Don't forget, his plan is still in place. We are suffering under his plan. Now remember, we're going to still stay long this market until we get evidence that it's time to turn around, take our profits in short. And remember, the American people are suffering right now. Hardworking American people are paying for, first, the Obama-Biden administration, their stimulus, which now we have increased interest since Obama was president to now 157%. National debt under Obama by up 266%. But the hard-working Main Street Americans, they're paying for this. They're paying for this. So yeah, I got a lot of skepticism about this market, but we're going to stay long until we see otherwise. Remember, skepticism has to be met with the fortitude to go long, to buy stocks. You got to. Only when the market conditions warrant it. Now, how do you know when the market conditions warrant it? Well, that's why our 20-year tested, time-tested Pro 2 works. It's been around 20 years because the subscribers know it works. And with us assisting the Pro 2, right there with the Pro 2, supporting it, you're going to be more correct than wrong. How can we keep on rallying the market when the national debt under this idiot Biden is adding $1 trillion a quarter to our national debt, which has grown 50% in the past 4 years? What are you, nuts? This is crazy. This is crazy. All this AI craze, NVIDIA, AI. The market so far year to date for 2024, the S&P's up 12%, but 33% of the 12% is one stock, NVIDIA. And now what are they going to do? They're going to split it. So the stock price is about 100 a quarter. Now every mom and pop's going to jump in this market at the peak. At the peak. The market's up, NVIDIA's up 150,000% since 2009. The big institutions are pulling money out. Why do you think they decided to let mom and pop come in? Because the big institutions know the entire stock market, but especially the tech stocks, are overvalued by at least 50%. NVIDIA is way overpriced. So what are they doing? They're going to suck mom and pa in now starting Monday. Mom and pa's going, we can buy NVIDIA for $125 instead of $1,200? I'm buying. That is so cruel. So cruel. Join my gang free for 10 days and learn how to use the Pro 2 Track It.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.